Good evening once again, folks. This is Darth Ravage07 coming to you tonight with another quick video review. As we were moving towards Kingdom, I was noticing that I didn't do a couple of my MPs from Beast Wars. And so tonight, without further ado, I'd like to move back into that territory and give you Convoy from Beast Wars, also known as Optimus Primal. This guy is absolutely outstanding. And there again, I want to say thank you again to the big 172 that have subscribed to my channel. It is a big deal, guys, and I really do thank you guys for supporting my channel and getting it out its fledgling years, or fledgling days, and hopefully be here years to come. Just moving forward with all these new cool, Transformers. So back in 1997, long story short, they had this new Beast Wars show on TV. It was on like Fox, if I'm not here in America. In Canada, it was called Beasties, and was on one of the channels up there. It's done by Mainframe, who did Reboot in the early 90s. Is another computer animated show, and for the graphics versus Reboot, this show was really outstanding and awesome. And in the back of the box here, you get some of those show shots here amongst the other. So there's mainframe pick. Here's some more animation picks. Like, I don't know if you can see it in that top corner. They got it even highlighted. Here's the animation. Here's the toy. Basically, you can do this and that. Have a Cyberblade, plasma cannons, mega blasters, Convoy's jet mode. He usually goes Optimus Primal fight mode, and he's out of there. The plasma cannons out the back of the hands are one of my favorites, bar none. And then it also even shows the unsightly. For every beast mode that there ever was, it even carried over to the Masterpiece line. And that was the one thing I was hoping that would get alleviated in the Masterpiece Beast Wars line. But Cheetor has some, that has some, and then Dinobot even has some. Just seem to can't really get rid of it fully. It's okay if it's in robot mode, to have some beast stuff here or there. But anyway, this does a really good job showing it off front view in his crouch mode, and he can pound his chest and all that good stuff. Right here shows on top of the box, this is MP-32. Right here's the side of the box. Has always the alt mode for the beast figures. This has a robot mode pick. This is where I opened it up at, usually on all mine. And of course, a lot of the stuff that you can't read on the bottom, more stuff you can't read back here on the back, more stuff inside the instructions that comes along with this. Speaking of that, when we get into that, it seems that every Beast Wars figure or any Masterpiece comes with its own MP card along on the back with its stats and other stuff that you just cannot read here whatsoever. But you can see you got 10s across the board. And Mr. Primal here is the reason why I'm back into the collection fold to begin with. I don't know what all this is, but it's just another little thing that they added to it. And the instructions, all beautiful and whatnot, they're not in English at all. Hang on. You get the stats again with Primal. And you get a whole lot of that. I guess you can try to Google Translates if you know have working knowledge of Chinese. But anyway, pictures pretty much are self-explanatory and help you get things through the paces there. Front view reviews of each thing. Back over here on this other side, he's goes to his plasma cannon, has a spill, his mega blaster, which is the shoulder-mounted blasters that he seems to carry forward through. He has his cyber blades that don't unfortunately store neatly, but they do peg into the back side of the robot mode. We'll get to that. And it does go over his convoy jet and how to get it there. At the bottom of that page on the back side is every one of the steps that you would ever want or see or do to get Optimus Primal into his different configurations. And he's got a face swap feature. This is what demonstrated up here. He comes with 3. Is that right? He comes with 2 additional besides his no, he's got a crying smile and his mask. And then he's got a smile and it's not crying, it looks more of his anger face. So anyway, can't believe they call it crying. Anywho, there it is, guys. And oh, he does have a light up feature. He takes a button battery and you can remove his monkey head, move this thing to get in there to put 2 of those in there. My feature does not light up right now because I don't have new batteries in it. I've had this figure since it came out, I think in 2016. I didn't even hesitate when I got it from like Anime Express or something like that back in the day. I was at my other IT job back then and was able to just order these things as they came open. I was right there with the computer. Oh, it came up. Okay, let's go get it, and boom, we're done. And I ordered several things across the pond like that. Megatron's first, or not his knockoff. I got Megatron his knockoff like that. Really like the knockoff better because it's like better built. I don't know what it is about the knockoffs that they do such a better job. The other thing I got to praise about is the clamshell that they come with. Beast Wars figures, and of course you can see his face is sliding, flopping around, and what have you. But I like how this is very protected and what have you. I'm gonna try to get through the faces right here in a brief moment. So go ahead and get those out. I never have removed or swapped or done any of this, so this is a first for me on any of the beasties. And then of course, bam, his plastic prison. Okay, give me a second more. And here is Optimus Primal in his, and we shall call it Beast Wars fist pump pose. And he usually has his little angry face on. 1 second, please. These face swap gimmicks just really kill me. It's kind of neat how they can do that. With that face still on there, we're going to go around the block here and you can see from the side and the back side. Oh, there's the the telltale. That is Robot in the Sky. They got the robot bits hanging out of the back. And I got to say, his counterpart from Kingdom hides the monkey or the robot bits a little bit better, even though they stick out a little bit in this mode right here. And you can see some other stuff going on with the feet there. That said and done, let's keep going. Just an all-around outstanding figure with his monkey poses and whatnot. But then here's a little bit of a cynical, funny kind of face here. Don't tell Rhinox I've been into the wild bean vines face again. It's just a little bit goofy for my taste, man. So anyway, let's change that back out real quick. And here is his I am Monkey Not Trunk. And looks really good next to. Or should I say his Kingdom counterpart looks good too, his MP counterpart. Let's get these guys into robot mode, finish out some comparisons, get those other faces in there, and then we'll go from there. Guys, thanks again for watching. Visit the links down below there in the description. Like, comment below, let me know, subscribe, all the good stuff. And I'm very grateful for anybody that is willing to help the channel out. Appreciate you. Hang on 1 second. And here is Optimus Primal, not monkeying around in his robot mode. And I gotta say, I really do love the details and the paint on the chest. I like the way that they did the painted fur throughout the whole robot. Now mine's got some scuffs and whatnot because, like I said, I've had it a couple of years and transformed this thing several times. I love how everything looks here on the side, and it's got a slender kind of side profile. You see how that works out on the back to store his guns and what have you. He even has his little Prime jets on, like it flips around and stuff, so I'll just leave that like that in robot mode. If you have flight stands, you can pose them in those flight stands. And just a great representation of Optimus Primal. And here is the one comparison that only matters today and this time, is how awesome that Hasbro's designers went to make everything right down to the Sid mouthpiece, like crotch plate on both of these. I can't unsee it thanks to Team Man 978. And both of them has the Sid the Sloth mouth face like in their crotch plates. But other than that, I mean, you go around the block and you can see just what a great job they did making the mini masterpiece for retail, right down to the very minute details of the head and the little antenna that goes there. I guess he's got his little Prime jets on like right here. Boom. Anyway, He has some face swap gimmicks, so let me get into those next. One moment, please. So there's his die-cast as a lost art. Smile cracking face. Didn't. Here's his angry face from that episode where they spiked him and was supposed to make him a weakling and a coward. And he stays angry the whole episode, and he's like, "Give me Megatron!" The whole episode. So, and one more face. And there's only a couple points in any season that he actually uses this face. Especially the last episode of season 1. He takes and closes his mouth off and leaves the Prime face on here. So that does look good for all of us G1 Prime enthusiasts there. But let's get him back to his other. Get some final thoughts in here. Show him off with the other. This thing is just amazing. Thank you again for watching. In closing, guys, this is a really, really awesome figure and set to get a hold of. If you can get a hold of the MP Beast Wars Convoy, MP-32. They have a more traditional toy color of this. That's a later release of it, and then or get a hold of the Kingdom one. I mean, these are spin images of these themselves, and really highly recommend it. Optimus Primal and his crew brought me back to Collect and Fold. So glad all these years later that I'm here today to do these quick reviews that doesn't go necessarily through the transformation steps like all the excellent YouTubers out there. Go check out any of their videos on transformations, but I hope I can give you the short, the skinny, and keep it in thin, under 12 minutes on this one. Thanks again to all those who have watched. Highly recommend MP-32 Convoy, Optimus Primal, and well, that's just Prime. Thanks again. Till all are one. Have a good night.